Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Woo, baby! All right, so oh boy. So, we have a pretty interesting show here today, as you probably read the description. And we'll discuss this shortly. Right now, let's do the shout outs, the plugs, and all that good shit. But first, there we go. All right. Big shout out to my buddy Josh over at Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. Awesome podcast. Tears it up each and every week on Podbean. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. Some really good podcasting going on there. Big shout out to him. You can check him out on iTunes, the Podbean. You can download the Podbean app. Or you could get all the links and goodies over at absolutetalk.podbean.com. Don't want to miss out on that. It's worth every moment of it. So you don't want to miss out on that. Big shout out over to everybody over at Gamer Geeks and Gaming Pros and Otherwise over on Facebook. How you guys doing? Hope to see you all on here tonight. We're going to have a good fun time, as we always do each and every week. And Tom Dog sent you and everything. So. And of course, big shout out to my good friends Marissa and David. How you guys doing? And another good friend of mine, Priscilla. How you doing? Hope you're tuning in tonight. We're gonna have a great time, as I said. It's gonna be really, really amazing. Having some cola. I'm pretty much on the search for Dr. Pepper Dark Berry. It's a limited edition item, so hopefully sometime this weekend I'll be able to pick it up, because I'm going to be very busy over on Wrestling Prime, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Plugs, not the hair plugs. We all know I don't need them. Loot Crate. If you have not yet subscribed to Loot Crate, you are missing out on some awesome stuff. No word yet on the box I was supposed to get in April. No word yet. But there is still time to order this month's crate. It's gonna be pretty interesting. It's I believe it's Rivals. I think that's the name of it. So with the way that everything has been changing over at Loot Crate, it's messing up my schedule pretty much, and I'll get to that. I'll talk about that in a future episode, but I'm just annoyed, I guess you could say. But other than that, I love Loot Crate, and don't get me wrong, but there is some things that I have to address, and they need to be addressed. So of course, a lot of people know what some of them are. As you noticed, I should have been having the April crate unboxing on my channel so far, but that hasn't happened, so I'm annoyed about that. So yeah, but nonetheless, subscribe to it. It's good. It's good. I love it. Also, check out Funko.com. They have some boxes there as well. Disney Treasures, Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty, DC Legion of Collectors and Marvel Collector Corps. Very good stuff. You don't want to miss out on that. It's worth the money you pay for. Don't want to miss out on that. Check it out, Funko.com today. And of course, Culturefly.com. They have some subscription boxes as well. Don't want to miss out on those. They're really cool. You don't want to miss out on those. And before I forget, tomorrow's going to be Friday. So 17th, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week is East Coast Comic Con. If you haven't bought tickets yet, gotta do so. You gotta hurry and do so. Otherwise, you have to pay at the door. So it's May 17th through the 19th, which is tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't want to miss out on that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Meadowlands in New Jersey at the Meadowlands Expo Center. Check it out. Don't want to miss out on that. EastCoastConUSA.com is where you need to go. Also, Kineticon coming up in July, and Terrificon is also coming in August. So I'm going to get more information on that as soon as I get it, and I will give that out to you. Excuse me. As soon as I can. So, all right. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles from retro video games, accessories, and systems. DVD box sets. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. And there's actually going to be an event coming up this weekend, which I will talk more about it on tomorrow's episode of Wrestling Prime, very briefly, because got some other things to talk about. And of course, I will be there on Saturday, meeting and greeting with Funaki, and we're gonna have a good time with that, and it's gonna be really, really cool. So if you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you wanna check this wonderful event out, not only to meet Funaki but also meet me, you can check it out. You can get the directions and other info on other events that are coming up on their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Yes, sir. And of course, this episode is brought to you by the She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut, home of the Downright Up Left YB. Awesome beer. I love it. Imperial India Pale Ale. It's awesome. Very awesome. And showing my love to the brewery, to my local brew. It's awesome. Tastes a hell of a lot better than than corporate beer. But you don't want to miss out on it. It's check out their website at shebeanbrewing.com, or you can follow them on the social media apps, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or you can download the Untapped app today. Have a lot of fun over there, and definitely don't want to miss out on the wonderful beer that they have going on. So, okay. So, you're probably wondering about what's missing on my face. I'm just doing a re-clean. I'm doing a re-clean on my face and everything like that. So, I was looking scruffy looking with the, in past episodes, and I was looking back at it, and it was an absolute mess. So I'm just cleaning it up and everything, and I gotta remember to subscribe to Dollar Shave Club. So you know what I mean. So yeah, so and my chair broke. Well, that just blows. I have a broken chair. It's a scene it's welcome. So, it overstayed its welcome. I guess so. Gonna have to get a new chair. I'm gonna have to. Sorry, but I have to. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, what the hell? Oh yeah, it's broken. It's broken. So, but anyways, so yeah, just don't worry, kids. It's gonna grow back, and you know, a lot of friends of mine at work was like, Tom, what the hell happened to your face? I was like, I shaved it. It's like, okay, you look different. I know, but I'm still the same, still, just, you know, naked without the facial hair, you know. My friend Marissa was weirded out by it because she never seen me without my facial. I mean, she has when I did my failed attempt at a Halloween picture. I was trying to look like I was trying to cosplay as Charlie Sheen during his run on Two and a Half Men, and I wound up looking like Tony Soprano at the end. So so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go as Tony Soprano. So which of course I do. You know, I look like him. You know, just take the glasses off and there you go. I'm Tony Soprano. Exactly. But anywho, so yeah, my friends were weirded out about it, especially everybody at work, and even my friend Priscilla was like, "What the hell happened to your face?" Well, I told her, I was like, I just shaved it, just cleaning it up. It's like, oh, not bad. So I'm gonna clean it up, and it'll be good as new once I finally get it the way I want it to with the goatee look, and then I can shave this off, and I could be a fat Steve Austin. What? But anyways, but yeah, it is what it is and everything. So I still have a good set. And don't worry, kids, it's gonna grow back. Don't worry about it. So, oh man. So they found a new Batman. They found a new Batman. However, this is a different kind of Batman. This next Batman movie is a younger version of Batman. Like a younger version of the Caped Crusader that we all know and love. He's going to and they found their Batman. They found who's going to play him, a young Batman, and it's going to be played by Robert Pattinson. So, yeah, from the Twilight movies. That's right. I don't know if that's Edward or Jacob. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't. Excuse me. I don't watch Twilight. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. But I'm warning you now. I am very horrible at it. But we'll talk about Fortnite later. Because we got there's some stuff that got to talk about in this episode here and everything. So yeah, Robert Pattinson is going to be the new Batman, and there's some mixed reactions about that, and we don't know if it's gonna if he's gonna if this new Batman's gonna sparkle. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want my Batman to sparkle. Okay, I love Batman, but keep the sparkle out. Okay, I didn't think what the hell's his name? Ben Affleck. I don't think he did that that bad of a job. I thought he was pretty decent. You know, with his with Dawn of Justice and Justice League, and of course Suicide Squad, where he had a brief cameo in that. I thought he did a pretty good job. But it. I don't know. It's just like he was supposed to be. He's supposed to be. Ben was supposed to do the standalone Batman movie, which I wanted to see because we never really got him to do a full. I just wanted him to do a full standalone Batman movie. No Superman, no Dawn of Justice, no Justice League and everything like that. I just wanted him to shine as just a regular Batman. Just a regular Batman movie. That's what I wanted to see, and we never got it, and I'm kind of disappointed in it. And I wanted him to shine. I really wanted him to shine on there, but I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened because now not only is he's out of the picture, but the guy that plays Superman, Jim Caviezel, Caviezel or whatever, Knievel, I don't know. The one that was in the first, the ones that were in the other was in the Man of Steel, and of course Batman versus Superman, and briefly in Justice League. I wanted him. I don't know if they're if they're rebooting the franchise or what. I don't know, and what would that mean with and what would that how would that tie in with the upcoming Wonder Woman sequel, which I think is Wonder Woman 1984, I believe. And then of course I think Aquaman is going to be getting a sequel. And then of course Shazam, I think, is also going to be getting slated to get a sequel. The person that they had for Cyborg, he's not going to play Cyborg now, and I don't know. It's just the DC universe right now is a mess, and it's an absolute mess. And I don't know what's gonna happen now. Are they gonna reboot that the franchise and keep some characters in there like Aquaman and Wonder Woman, because those two movies are very successful. Granted, I haven't seen Shazam, so I don't know how good that movie is. So I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what's going to happen now. There's supposed to be a Flash movie. The guy that they had playing the Flash in the Justice League, he's gonna be in it, of course. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens now, with this cinematic universe. Are they going to as I said, are they going to reboot the franchise? I don't know. Um, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? You know, I guess that will be the comment question for the comment question of the week. What's going to happen with the DC universe now that it's going to be casted with all new characters? So we don't know, with all new actors. So I don't know. So, but there was one movie I did see last weekend, and that was Endgame. I finally got a chance to see that, and I'm not going to spoil the movie. All I got to say, if you haven't seen it, see it. That's all I got to say. You know, if you haven't seen it, go and see it, because this movie was awesome. This movie was really good, and as I said, I'm not spoiling. I'm not going to be one of those assholes that spoil everything, and it's like, once this last episode of Game of Thrones comes up this Sunday, finally everybody can shut up about it. So I don't know, but I think Jon Snow is going to grab the Iron Throne, though. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll throw myself on the Iron Throne. I don't know. Starbucks cup. I'm surprised that Starbucks didn't do nothing with that. I felt really disappointed. They could have. Starbucks could have easily marketed that. Like they did a couple weeks ago. They could have easily took advantage of the situation and run with it. Hey, they accidentally had a Starbucks cup on the set, and they forgot to edit it out of the screen. Why not go with that? I mean, Starbucks. Come on. You could have had some nice, wonderful, nifty Starbucks cups, inspired by Game of Thrones. We're all going to throw them away anyways. Come on, you might as well take advantage of it, especially with the Oreo cookies. They have special Game of Thrones packaging, and it looks awesome. Granted, I haven't picked up a bag, but come on, give us something. Come on. Starbucks could have easily as I said last week, Starbucks could have easily took advantage of that situation. They could have. And now I heard that a pair of shoes that one of the actors forgot to change shoes, and it was shown on set that there was a pair of sneakers shown in the shot. I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen pictures of it, but that's just a rumor. What's next? The Iron Throne's going to turn into a massage chair? I don't. Come on. Hell, I would. If Brookstone doesn't, I don't even know if they're still around, but if they are, they need to market that if that is a thing. Come on, Game of Thrones. Who wouldn't want an Iron Throne massage chair? See, I used to take up marketing when I was in high school, and I aced it. Why am I doing this shit? I could be doing some serious marketing and everything like that. I'd be making some serious money. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Maybe I'll do that when I retire. Who knows? I'm always thinking of some nifty ideas, I'm just saying. I don't know. But, oh, man. So, I'm going to take it down a level. Because there were some things going on in the in the news this week, and it's pretty bad. And I wasn't too happy about it. And it has to do with with Alabama's abortion laws that were passed this week. And out of all people, televangelist Pat Robinson said, he's the one that does the 700 Club. Pat Robinson said that Alabama has gone too far in the recent passing of the legislation that effectively outlaws abortion procedures. So, I am trying to... He actually said that on his 700 Club platform on Wednesday. They passed a law that would give a 99-year prison sentence to people who commit abortion. There's no exceptions. There's no exception for rape or incest. So, if you're from Alabama, and you rape a family member, it's okay. Fuck you, Alabama. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm really... It's like lately I've been really sick and tired of the way the government has been dictating a woman's right to life. And of course there's been some stuff going on with the that there was a sex strike, meaning that women weren't going to have sex with their partners because of this, especially singling out normal human beings like myself, who hasn't really been getting laid in the first place. Not that I'm complaining, because I have other activities that I can do that doesn't involve sex, which means watching Pornhub. And a wash rag. Yes, I know. I just gotten a little dirty there. Well, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. But really, it just pisses me off that that the government wants to dictate a woman's the woman's body still, and it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse ever since Donald Trump has become president, because the way he objectifies women and manipulates these women into voting for him back in 2016, which I feel that's going to be a repeat again next year. I'm just saying. And it's just like, what? This shit needs to stop. It really does. It really does need to stop. And look, it's a woman's right. It's a woman's right to do what they so choose. I can't say, because I don't have a say in it, because you know what? I'm not a woman. Yeah, I may have man boobs, but still, but I'm being serious. I can't give birth to a child. I can't. So I don't know what it's like. So I can't walk in a woman's shoes. I can't walk in a woman's shoes and say, No, you can't do that. And and of course, Alabama of all places gotta be so protective of their abortion laws. But yet, how funny it is that the fact that involves that it does not include rape or incest. So, you know, and Alabama is known for being inbred hicks anyways. So did you expect nothing less? I mean, come on. And the person who was actually approved by Alabama's governor, who is a woman, mind you. Or a senator, I don't know. All I know is that it was approved by a woman who represents Alabama. So I guess she doesn't have a problem. She doesn't have a problem molesting her son. And she must have had sex with her son / husband. So I don't know. Well, you won't see me in Alabama anytime soon. You won't. I'd rather go to Florida than Alabama. And it pisses me off because I like the movie Forrest Gump, and now I can't watch it because he's from Greenbow, Alabama. I wonder where the location for Deliverance is at. I think it's Louisiana. I'm not sure. Oh well, maybe I'll watch that. I don't know. But yeah, you know, and of course a lot of people, including myself, are pissed off on it, and rightfully so, because of the fact that, I mean, none of this crap would be happening if Donald Trump wasn't president. I'm just putting it out there. There wouldn't be talking about rape, you know, there wouldn't be talking about abortions and everything like that if Donald Trump was not president. I'm just saying. And Pat Robertson, of all people, which is very shocking because his religion consists of altar boys being molested by their preachers. I'm just saying. So this whole world is all fucked up. It really is. It really is. And you can't tell me that it's not, because, I mean, really. It really is fucked up. And I'm not too pleased by it. I'm not. Maybe I should start forming my own religion. Maybe. You know? I mean, my name, you know, my character name backward is God Mott, so why not run with it? You know what I mean? You know, start my own religion and say my name backwards, and there you go. Praise be the name of God Mott. And tomfoolery will be the religion. I used to say shit like this on my cable access show, and I got some serious trouble on that. They were like, religious fanatics would piss me, you know, would get so pissed off. Phones in the back room would be ringing off the hook. Not the one that you can go live on the air, but the phones that connected to the office. Get that asshole out there! Get him off! He's being sacrilegious again. What, just because I want to form my own religion? Fuck you. I have a right to I think that, as long as you believe, as long as you keep your faith in God, you can, you can go for any religion that you want to. I don't really give a shit what you want. It's like, so what? That's how I really look at it. If you want to form your own religion, go right ahead. That's why I don't talk shit about Scientology. Actually, it's actually pretty cool. Actually, that sounds pretty cool though. I actually offended some Scientologists too that actually believed it. And I was talking about the books by L. Ron Hubbard, and the most common book that L. Ron Hubbard did is, of course, the one he's most noted for was Dianetics. I was joking with it, and I said diabetics, and people took offense to that. I'm like, why? And it's like, it's like, so what? I thought it was funny because I was being sarcastic. I was talking about this was still at the same time when the Catholic religion was just being gross, and just being gross, and the preachers were molesting their altar boys and everything like that, touching them inappropriately and everything like that. I mean, it's still going on today, and it's something that probably Pro Jared should look into, when his YouTube career is over. I'm just saying. And it's like, it really is ridiculous. It really is ridiculous that, that you have a religion that claim that they are against homosexuality, but yet they can touch that, but it's okay for them to touch little boys, seeing that it's a grown ass man touching a young man. Technically, you're gay if you do that. I'm just saying. So, don't be a fucking hypocrite if you want to go and do that. Which you shouldn't be doing that in the first fucking place. And, and to me, there's absolutely nothing wrong. What is it that's so wrong about the LGBT community that makes it so bad? There's absolutely nothing wrong. I have gay and lesbian friends that are married and everything, and they get along fine. What's the problem? I have friends in the LGBT community that are married with other partners, and their lives are fine. What's so wrong with that? What is so wrong that makes it so wrong? Oh, transgender can't be in the same bathroom with a transgender because they're afraid of raping their molesting their little boys. No, Catholic priests do that shit. I never heard of anybody in the LGBT community touch a little boy. Have you ever once heard that on the news? About somebody in the LGBT community touching a child inappropriately in the bathroom? No. We heard George Michael do something like that in a park bathroom. But the person that he did it to was a grown ass man. So, where's the child? Out getting molested by the priest. This shit pisses me off. I still love my God, but I don't go to church. I don't. I'm being dead on. I'm being honest. I stopped going to church after all this shit that went down in the past with the preachers touching little boys. I'm sorry, but I still refuse to go to church to this day because of it, and the fact that they're being so hypocritical to the LGBT community. Then I'm like, that makes me not want to go even more now. Because you want to be hypocritical to the LGBT community and not have enough decency to say, hey, look, Father McFeely is touching little Timmy inappropriately behind the pew. I wonder what's going on in the confession booth. Other than saying your Hail Marys. It's probably turning into taxicab confessions. I'm dead serious. And if anybody gets offended by what I say, then, fucking leave. No one's asking you to stay. No one's holding a gun to your head and say, hey, you have to stay here and listen to this bullshit. Because it is bullshit. I'm trying to make it as comical as possible if we weren't so sad. So fuck Alabama. I'm serious. Fuck them. Nothing but a bunch of inbred hicks. I don't give a shit. They can go fuck themselves. Maybe they'll enjoy it. I don't know. Hey, we don't think kindly to your kind over here. No, now, Skeeter, they ain't hurting anybody. Now get back over here and fuck Ma. That's my wife. My wife, too. But we're brothers. Yeah, we're fucking too. Oh, man, am I going to get some heat over this? And you know what? I don't give a shit because I'm not apologizing. Fuck that. I'm not. So if you're from Alabama, shame on you. Move. If you're a well-civilized Alabamian, move. Move out of the state. Be the civilized human being that you were. Or are. And not an inbred hick. Anyways, I think I said what I had to say about that. But let's lighten up the mood with Howard Stern. He's been quite busy within the past 48 hours. His book came out, and it was it's doing very good. It's Howard Stern Comes Again. If you haven't picked it up, do so. Awesome book, and um, love letter to the fans and everything. Um, you know, the read some of the best interviews that he's done in the over the years. So it's definitely worth the time to read. And he I listened to his Sirius radio show on Tuesday actually, and it was by far the best I've ever seen. And I also saw some video replay, some video clips of it on the app, and it was so. I actually was actually emotional, and it was such a wonderful time. He was surprised by a choir. It was such an awesome show. If you haven't heard it live, sometime this weekend, go on the app and look for it. It was such a phenomenal show, and he deserved it, and it was like really awesome. And Howard Stern is one of my favorites. There were times when on cable access, a lot of people were comparing me to Howard Stern, and I kind of took offense to that because I can't be that, because number one, I was never on radio, and number two, I'm just me being me, and I mean, if Howard Stern can have the balls to say whatever he wants on the radio, and give the FCC a hard time, then maybe I can do that too. Only on cable access. And hold on a second. Sorry. It's like he's such an amazing, Howard Stern's such an amazing guy, and his platform always evolved over the years, and it was such a great feeling, and everything, and it was all he's just awesome. And I would one of these days before he retires from radio and then he goes off into the sunset, I want to shake his hand. I want to meet him in person, shake his hand, and say thank you. I want to be able to do that. And my life can be complete too. That the fact that I was able to meet one of my favorite people of all time, and that's Howard Stern. Howard Stern, was one of the reasons why I wanted to go into broadcasting, is because of that. And even though it wasn't on radio, whether it would be on radio or television, I know he doesn't do television, but in some fashion, one way or another, I was going to do that. And but when I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, everything started to go downhill when the director that interviewed me got arrested for embezzlement. So that kind of shattered my dreams right there, which is why I'm stuck doing doing stuff in front of a camera. Back when I was doing cable access, and I you know, I kind of I kind of critiqued my stuff that I was and I was like generally that was like the only time where I was like generally pissed off, and I kind of took a and I kind of offended myself for doing for and I'll tell you exactly what I said, you know after that, because I shared it, I shared it with everybody. It's like, so I went to it's like I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I did the whole interview, blah 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 blah, and everything like that. And as soon as I get home, you know everything would be fine. Week later, I found out that the director then I found out that the director that interviewed me was arrested for embezzlement, and then they shut the school down. I don't know if it's under new management or what. I don't even know if it's still up. That's how long ago it was. And I said, my dreams of, going to broadcasting school and, you know, doing something like that has been shattered, and now I'm stuck doing this stuck doing this cable access crap. I pretty much, I said it just like that. I wanted to be a little bit more harsh about it, but you know, and it's like, it's like it's really, it kind of, it hurt me a little bit. I really felt hurt about that, because you know it was the only broadcasting school in town that I knew of, and the guy wanted so much, guy wanted so much down for the down payment, and then he wanted so much after. And I was like, I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money. I thought I would like pay it off and pay it off in payments as I go along. No, they don't do that. So I sat around, I pretty much sat around and thought about it, and then a week later, I hear the shit on the news, and I was like I was devastated, and I was like, I was so upset that I was like, I'm just stuck doing this show, and it's like I had not, and I felt bad. I felt kind of bad saying that, because you know what, and I knew where my fans and my cable access fans knew what I was saying, and I didn't lose. And to be honest with you, I did not lose any fan base for that. I'm being completely honest, because they actually, they remotely felt bad for me. And it's like, this is something that I wanted to do. I was finally going to be something, be something with myself, and make something out of it. And it didn't happen. And I was heartbroken, that kind of, my dreams right there was shattered like almost instantly when I heard that news report. And I'm glad that bastard got some jail time. I'm glad for that. And just like hope I don't see him in person, because I really would tell him off. He looked kind of shady too. He did. He looked like a fucking weasel too. minus the molestations. Oh wait, no, it wasn't molestations. It was child pornography. Get it right. Oh, and by the way, you know, I know. Earlier I talked shit to Pro Jared, and I even referred to him as a weasel last week, which is something I'm not going to apologize for. I'm not, because that's how I look at him, and you know last week's show was such a great show too, man. It was such a great show. I'm glad a lot of people did actually got an opportunity to watch that. It was I had a lot of fun last week. I really did. And you know, it's one of those things, it there I've said this many times. I mean, even back on my cable access days, where I there's times where you can have a good show, and then there's times where you can have a bad show. And last week I had a really good show. I thought it was really funny, and I owed it to myself. I deserve. I owed myself. I thought it was a great show. I even looked back. Look at the episode from last week, and I was like, damn, that was actually pretty funny. I was like, damn. And I just, that's one thing, when the camera's on, I just like to make a fool out of myself. That's what I like to do. It's like, I don't care if it's funny. I don't care if anybody, gets a laugh at it, or they're just, like, creeped out about it. I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm not taking off my clothes and having sex with somebody. I mean, come on. I mean, I haven't talked to the right people for that. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. I mean, hell, I wouldn't mind doing a sex tape. I wouldn't mind doing that. I would love to do that. I mean, Tom Dog. That's a perfect porn star name as well, too. I'm serious. I just don't know if Sarah J would be willing to break me into porn. You know what I mean? Break into porn video. I mean, Sarah J, she's fucking hot, man. I'm telling you. I mean, really, she's fucking hot. I mean, I just can't help myself. I mean, I look at her Pornhub videos all the time, and she's like, wow, she's just like so amazingly hot, man. I'm telling you. And it's just like, really, And, I don't know. YouTube's not paying me. So, and I still don't know how to figure out my Patreon. Because, I want to do some stuff on Patreon. Maybe some risque photos. Not of me, but I'm talking about, like, get some models and, maybe become my own porn star producer. Be the next Randy West. Those who are hardcore porn fans know exactly who I'm talking about. But lately I've been looking like Ron Jeremy. Only thing is that I can't bob my own knob. Anyways. But then before we bring the show to a close, we have to talk about Ted Cruz. Teddy, Theodore Cruz. No relation to Tom, thank God. Or whatever Tom Cruise believes. The other day he was doing one of his conferences and whatnot, and he was talking about the Space Force. in reference, that Donald Trump wants to build this huge space station and have another branch of military join in, which is a space force, which means that that Donald Trumpatine wants to form his own galactic empire, and and he's talking about and he actually does more and more Donald Trump does resemble Emperor Palpatine, because in the prequels, mainly the third one, he wanted to Senator Palpatine wanted to was in office longer than long after his term was up, and everybody was getting quite concerned, including the Jedi. And everything's coming to fruition, that everything's starting to make sense. Donald Trump wants to make this huge space station to wipe out enemy forces with an army known as the Space Force. Sounds like he wants to form his own galactic empire, like I just mentioned. I'm just saying. Let's hope these stormtroopers know how to shoot. That's going to win that over with a lot of geeks too. It's like, oh yay, oh yes, this is great. We're gonna be space fighters. We're gonna shoot our laser guns and blast the enemies away while there's a big ion cannon in our big giant space station, and it's gonna blow away the enemies. We'll be flying around in our rocket ships, and we're going to have all these wonderful things. And there's going to be some enemies known as the Jedi, and they're going to have their laser swords, and they're going to be preaching religion to us, and and then Donald Trump is going to become our emperor, and he's going to form his own Jedi known as the Sith, and it's going to be such an amazing thing. And Ted Cruz is going to be Grand Moff Tarkin. He's going to change his name to Grand Moff Tarkin. And he's going to handle some other forms of rebel scum. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. Ted Cruz wants to move forward with this Space Force program because he feels threatened by space pirates. You guessed it. Ted Cruz wants to wipe out Chewbacca and Han Solo. He's going to work with a vile gangster named Jabba the Hutt and hire a bounty hunter by the name of Boba Fett to go after him. To go after these space pirates. some of that stuff I'm exaggerating, but he actually did say that he wants to go after space pirates. I shit you not, look it up. Seriously, he actually said that.
Yes, Ted Cruz is going to go after some space pirates, because they are a form of rebel scum that has no meaning in the universe whatsoever. Be on the lookout for Han Solo and Chewbacca, and we have our best bounty hunter on the case by the name of Boba Fett. They're gonna go after. He's gonna go after them. Dengar is actually wants to help out as well too. And we've been talking with Lando Calrissian. However, I think he's turning in. However, once a pirate, always a pirate, I guess. So we shall see. And Ted Cruz, may the force be with you. Nanu, nanu.
I'm serious. Ted Cruz wants to go after space pirates, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, did he get the lowest score in Space Invaders for some strange reason? You know, I mean, really. I mean, what the fuck, man? Space pirates. Oh my god. It's like he got some of Donald Trump's stupid. I mean, just imagine, think about it. Just imagine, like, let's say, oh, and happy birthday, George Lucas, by the way. I don't know. You think we should do a little birthday shout out to George Lucas? In the traditional Channel X fashion, because I have something down. If you guys want to, I mean, let me know. I mean, okay, I guess I'm gonna go with it. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Okay, it's too good to pass up because George Lucas's birthday was not too long ago. Was at the beginning of the week, so here we go in true Channel X fashion. I figured I should because I did one for Betty White. I might as well do one for George Lucas as well too. So here we go in true Channel X fashion. Here we go. Birthday shout out to the one, the only George Lucas. Thank you for Star Wars. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday from all of us to you. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, we want to say this deeply, and all of it is true. We hope that on your birthday, may the force be with you too. There you go. Oh man. Yeah, I'm actually glad that I pulled that off because I just thought of it. No, I'm kidding. No, I thought of it, but I was botching it. I botched it up at the beginning when I was like, that would be a good birthday shout out for my show. But yeah, Ted Cruz, why, man? It's like steer clear away from Donald Trump and look, you look at Ted Cruz. He doesn't even look right. He looks like. He looks like he's from he looks like he's from outer space. So anywho, well that's the episode. That's all the time I have for this evening. I hope you have had a good time as much as I did. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below what you think about Robert Pattinson being Batman. I would like to know what you feel about that. Also, Also, ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And more importantly, more than anything in the world, and I would love you for it, I mean, even more than I do now, that's face hug that subscribe button. We'll see you again here next week. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.
May the force be with you.